I am confident in saying, I do not believe you will see me do another Goodwill Vintage unboxing on this channel. Hi Sequels friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so wonderful to have you here today. Thank you so much for tuning in on such a beautiful day. I have gotten your guys' feedback from some of my most recent update recaps. If you don't know, an update recap is where I go back and I provide you with an update on a previous unboxing that I've done. And I've done a couple of those within the last few months, and you guys seem to have been very excited that I have brought this little series back. So I'm here today with another one for you. And this is an update recap on a Goodwill Vintage Y2K blue box that many of you guys will remember, because I think it's one of the only unboxings I've ever done where I was visibly disappointed. And in fact, as you watch the video, I became visibly more, I started out with my optimism and then I visibly became more and more disappointed. Yes, it was the end of January when I did that unboxing, and since it has been some time, I figured I'd go ahead and give you an update. Before we get into that, if we happen to have anybody new who has stumbled onto our little Sequels BFF corner of the internet, then let's say hi, welcome. My name is Heather. I'm a part-time reseller who sells across various online platforms, and I share my reselling journey here on YouTube. If you haven't seen that original unboxing, I will link it above and below so that you can go over there and check that out. And then if you want to come back here to see the update. But I know a lot of you guys will remember it because I did get a decent amount of comments on that video. And I did have several people ask me to attempt to return that box. And I do want to let you know, should you not have seen my comments, I did. And Goodwill said no. That there were not enough problems with it, and that it clearly stated within the listing that some of the items may have flaws. So that was a kick in the butt. First up, a reminder. This box cost me $40.96. It included 12 pieces of clothing, and should I be able to sell all 12 pieces of clothing, my cost of goods would come in at $3.41. At the time of making that video, based on current eBay comps for similar items, I was hoping to make at gross, before platform fees and the like, $203 to $396. So during the time of that video, we did realize that there were several items that were flawed, and flawed to the degree that I would say that they were not even saleable. I mean, some of them I would say were not even donatable, and they were time to just either be upcycled in some sort of way or trashed. At the time of the video, I thought I would be able to sell 9 of the 12 items. But after actually getting the items in front of my ring light and photographing them, which is the perfect time to realize all the flaws you may have missed, I only received 7 out of 12 pieces that I considered saleable, and that was 58% of the items received. To date, I have sold 3 out of 7 of these items. So yes, definitely less than a 50% sell-through in an over 4-month time period. I have grossed $108.49. We know that's gross, that's not net, that is what it's sold for, not what we get to move over into our bank account. We still have to subtract platform fees, any offers to watchers, any shipping discounts, and the like. Once those are removed, I actually net $61.87. So at this point, we could stop and say, this is a rough box. We don't know if we're gonna sell any of the remaining 4 pieces. And if we don't, we've so far only made $61.87. Let's go ahead and subtract out our $40.96 cost of goods and see if we have to donate the rest of the items, where we would come in at. And that means we would have made a profit of $20.91. Now, I would not be surprised if you guys paused this video right now and guessed, based on watching the previous items, what are the 3 items that have sold. I really do not think any of you guys would be surprised, because most of you guys said to me, this box is a complete stinker, but luckily you got those 3 items and you should be able to make up your cost of goods on the box and you won't be out any money. And you guys are right. Of course, you guys are always right. So the 3 items that sold were all the Harley Davidson shirts. And I'm just going to run through that for you real quick right now. This orange one sold for $19.99. This Screaming Eagle one sold for the most at $29.74. And this white one, which was severely stained and had damages on it, but I thought, what the hey, the other ones are selling. I might as well just put it up online for a little bit lower price. And it ended up selling for $12.14. So thank goodness those Harley items were in there, or I would have lost money on this box. Going back to that, we have 4 items left to sell. Are we confident they're gonna sell? No, not really. And of course, I've already gone in and re-looked at comps. That is the greatest thing that you can do at this 4-month mark, is go back in, re-look at current eBay comps. Sometimes we're a bit more optimistic when we list things online to hope to get the higher price, but you haven't gotten anywhere close to that price by now. It's nice to go back and have a realistic look at what you think the items are valued at now. So based on having done that, it looks like I have the potential, if I can actually sell the remaining 4 items, to make $41 to $61. Yes, but remember, we do not ever get to put in our pocket that amount which we base on comps. We put in our pocket, based on what we figured out before, approximately 57% of that. So that would mean we have the potential to add to our bank account another whopping $24 to $35. So if you add it all together, what we've put in our bank account so far versus what's the potential if we actually do sell the remaining 4 items of what we can put in our bank account, that means that this box would potentially make a profit of $85 to $96, and that is on a $41 investment. That is a complete stinker to me. But if I'm going to risk my investment on a mystery box and not be something that I pick out myself, I don't know what I'm gonna get, then I would like to make at least 3 times the dollar amount. Now, having said that, going back and looking at some old videos, I think I've purchased maybe 3 or so of these vintage boxes within my reselling history. And the only one that has ever made me what I would consider a decent amount of profit has been just one of the 3. So I am confident in saying, I do not believe you will see me do another Goodwill Vintage unboxing on this channel. I never say never, because you never know, things may drastically change in the future and it may become a hot commodity. But for me to invest in mystery vintage items, I think I'd rather just source them on my own, especially through church sales, yard sales, dollar days, or even if you have the Goodwill bins close to you, because you're getting to pick the items that you already know will perform and sell for you. And you do not pick items unless it's an accident. We all make accidents. I'll be able to show you in my next Goodwill bins haul a couple of accidents that I made. But majority of wise, we do not pick things that either we don't think will sell or pick things that are damaged. So that's where I'm at. If you have bought a Goodwill blue box, a vintage box, within even like the last 6 months and it has performed for you and you were happy about it, go ahead and offer the counterpoint in the comment section below. I know people will find this video because they're thinking about investing their money in this, and I think it's always good to show both sides of things. But for me personally, and based on my business model, not for me. Not for me. I will not be spending my money on this anymore. So as always, thank you guys for tuning in. You know I appreciate it so much, and I'll be back at you on Saturday with some more reselling content. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Bye.